In this video, we're going to look at setting up Maven to support Kotlin, really nice alternate JVM language. And we are going to follow along with documentation here from JetBrains, the guys behind Kotlin. And I'm going to leave a link to this in the README. You'll be able to find a link directly to README here. And they've done a really, really nice job in documenting how to set up Maven. And we are going to follow along step by step. The first thing I'm going to do is copy over the Kotlin version. And this is a Maven property. We're going to go over to our project and just add it into the properties section there. And that's all we need to do there. And that is the latest release of Kotlin at the time of recording. Brought up the Maven repository here. You can see that 1.3.11 was released in December of 2018, which it currently is when I'm recording this. So we can see that we have 2.3.11 there. And now let's come back over to the directions, and we do need to add in this dependency here. So we can just paste that right in. And IntelliJ went and indexed it. You saw it was red there for a second. And I don't know if you saw it down at the bottom of the screen in this area where I'm moving the mouse. There's a little bar there where IntelliJ went down or went out and told Maven to go out and get this version and install it into the local Maven repository, which is now done. Now what we need to do is come back over here, and we are not going to do just Kotlin. Kotlin, if we're just doing Kotlin, it'd be a little bit simpler, but we are not. And you can see here, this is a configuration that we need to set up. So we have a Kotlin plugin and the Maven compiler plugin. So we need to set up a configuration for both. And effectively what it's doing is it's going to tell the Maven plugin not to run. And it's going to use the Kotlin plugin to run. So the Kotlin plugin will handle all compilation for us. So that's effectively what that's doing. And then we are setting up the source directories, and you can see we are still following the Maven standard directory layout. So using the variable project base directory, and then source main Kotlin, and then also source main Java for the Java classes. So these are the things that we need to set up, and fortunately, they have this all set up. And I know you guys don't want to watch me type this entire thing out. So we will copy that over, plunk it right into our POM like so. So now our POM is set up, and that should give us everything. And I'm just going to run the package goal at this point. Just to, actually, let me do it clean first. And then we'll run package. You can see that we are pulling down some Kotlin dependencies. That's to be expected. And while that is happening, I'm going to come up here, source main Java. So now we can come in and create a new directory for the Kotlin source files. And I can ask IntelliJ to go ahead and re-import the Maven projects. And that's going to, what this will do is change that to blue so IntelliJ sees that as a source directory. So that is now there. And we can see down the bottom it did go in and complete. So let's come up here and do a new Kotlin class. And we'll just do hello, like so. And the Kotlin language is really, really simple. So we can just do fun for function, main, args, array string, like so. So let's go in and create a variable for hi equals the Java hello world. So that's going to create a new instance of it. So, and then we just want to do a print line hello. So let's just make sure that this will actually run. And you can see that does in fact run. And now let's come in and do a clean. And I want to do a package. And this will enforce the Kotlin plugin to go ahead and compile everything for us. So we did have success there. So now let's come in and take a look at target. So we can see that we have the Kotlin class as well as the Hello World class. So both of those are JVM class files that are compiled bytecode, and those will get included into the jar file for our application. So now this kind of proves that everything is compiling properly. If we want to run unit tests against those and treat those as regular Java classes, we could take this jar and import it into a different Java project. So a number of different things that we could do here. So let's go through and do a quick review of what we did. So we have Java Hello World here under source main Java. That's the class that we've been working with. And we added in a Kotlin file, I guess, or class. This is actually going to compile down to a class, but we just declared a main statement. So that is going to be executable, and we are creating a new instance of the Java class showing the interoperability between Kotlin and Java, making sure that everything compiles and is happy. And we're just doing a hello world print line statement, and that does run properly. So let's go through and review the Maven POM. So you can see in the properties on line 17 there, we set up the Kotlin version, and that is going to be used throughout. The only dependency we're bringing into this project is the Kotlin standard library. So there's a number of things. Again, I'm not going into the Kotlin language. This is just a high-level overview of how to get Maven compiling the Kotlin language. So I do like Kotlin. It's got some really, really nice features. I think it's going to be around for some time yet. And then we added in the Kotlin Maven plugin, and this is going to handle all of our compiling. You can see the configuration there. And this is directly from the Kotlin documentation. You saw me cut and paste it in. This is going to handle the compile phase as well as the test compile phase. And then finally, we go into the Maven compiler plugin and can see that it is going to replace the default compile actions for us. And it will be running the Kotlin stuff. So exactly what we want. And it proves out that everything is now compiling properly and happily for us. So we are good. I will be checking this into GitHub for us to work with. And again, in the README, I'll just click on that. In the documentation that I used that I showed you before, you can see a link here and click on that link. Once you download the source code, you'll be able to click on that link and go directly to the Kotlin documentation for the Maven configuration.